Hi, good day everyone. Trust everyone is doing well and you're taking care of yourself. I am Earthly Lead, also known as Gabriella. We hope something in this video uplifts and inspires you. It's been a minute since I've been on this channel, but I'm back with another video and we are going to start talking about being a better caregiver. So those who knows me knows I'm an OP currently. I'm in close to Amsterdam. And I want to let you know that being a caregiver is all about you as a person, and first of all the type of personality you have. So if you know that you already are someone who has so much patience, someone who is actually very empathetic, I would say extremely empathetic, especially working with children, and you have so much passion to explore human psychology, I think that taking care of children is such a great experience to be able to learn more about how we are actually influenced, how our brain grows through different development stages. I think that it's really important to educate yourself on this topic specifically. I think maybe even going to study further or even taking a course, like, which is what I did, which actually really increased my knowledge from 0 to like 100. Not gonna lie, I think more things obviously I learned through experiencing taking care of children as well. But I think that if you're someone who truly wants to do this, it's gonna be a place here where I'm gonna inspire you to first of all go after whatever you think you want in life, but as well as a young woman and as young people to truly know that being a caregiver takes first of all being care of yourself. You know what I mean? You can't take care of a child if you're not at the correct mental level. So I would tell you, first of all, make sure that you're pouring into yourself. Of course, that is the number one thing. Make sure that you're mentally stable. Make sure that you are not continuously feeding into bad thoughts in your own mind. I think your energy overall and keeping your energetic level so clear actually helps when you are taking care of children, because they feed off that continuously. And also you need to learn the trust of these kids, and you can't learn the trust of these kids if you actually aren't at the right mental state and have the mental capacity to actually take care of a child. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, if this sounds like something that you are actually interested in and something, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, and something that you need help with, know that you can always like message me on Instagram, will be down in the description box below. Yeah, know that I will make more content like this, and if this content resonates with where you are in your journey and what you need currently, know that I can help you because I am qualified for this. So anyway, yeah, welcome to my space. I think today is just to tell you also about mainly knowing what's happening on my channel and if you actually want this. But I think I wanted to also speak about a few topics that is important as a caregiver, I feel, especially if you feel that this is something you need to do, and if you are currently going to take up on a journey which is au pairing or which is being a babysitter or whatever. I would suggest that you listen to these few tips that I have about being an au pair. So yeah, tip number one is remembering that first of all, to go abroad and experience a child, you can't place any expectations on what your journey has to be. You know what I mean? I would suggest that you maybe obviously contact with the parents, ask them as much information that you need to know about the children. But I think on the other hand, you really need to allow yourself to think like, okay, know that every child, just as every person and every adult, is their own type of individual. Each child that you experience and that you take care of is their own type of being, with their own type of things that they're going to experience in life and with their own type of likes and wants. But I remember when I was just about to take on this journey, I didn't really understand because I didn't really know, and no one really told me as well that like, no, you don't need to worry about it, you don't need to stress, you don't need to worry, it's all gonna be okay. Like, it's a matter of knowing that this children is going to be their own type of person, and you can only truly know what they like and what they don't like when you're actually experiencing day to day with them. You know what I mean? And then you sort of build up your own plans from there as the time goes forward. Tip number two is knowing that you need to set goals for yourself on this journey. What is it that you actually want to learn? Because I know that children helps you, it heals your heart, bruh. Like, even if it's like taking care of like a baby, taking care of a child, well, I would say mainly toddlers and like because I think the older children, which like I would say anywhere from like 10 or even 9, or maybe let's just say 10, is more independent. But like, you know, when they start to be able to do things more for themselves, which probably is before that, I would say 9, 8, 10, like that is like not in the age gap I'm usually experienced with. But I would say mainly for up till from 1 years old to like 5 years old, where they actually become so aware of a lot of things and they're really developing. I think you really need to set goals for yourself. So I would say, like, for example, what is it that you intend to learn in this journey? Especially like through my perspective, I'm doing OP. I set like goals of like this whole year what I truly want to achieve for myself. And it was, I mean, I'm not gonna go in my goals now, but what I'm saying is I think it's important to continuously go back and reflect what is it that I actually truly wanted from this journey. What did I want to learn? How did I want to impact the kids? What did I want to do, and how did I want to grow within myself? You know what I mean? So that will truly be a shift in like your journey, or you know, it will help you grow through this journey more continuously, because you can continuously go back and like, okay, I've learned, I've gone closer to achieving this goal, X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? The third tip would be to allow yourself to experience whatever it is that your connection is with those parents. I think before you go on this journey, I think it's important to learn about the different like ways of communicating. And I've seen it a lot like on my journey, how important it is that you need to have good ways and means of communication. You need to always be honest about the way you feel, about the things that you need from your host parents, from the things that you need as a au pair. You need to be honestly true to yourself about what you need and require from a family. Even like you need to be even sure about the age gap that you're comfortable with, because I promise you, like, that's one of the most important things that you need to do for yourself, because you're going to be living with these people for a year. So it's really an important decision that you make, where you're like, okay, so I'm choosing this type of people. But I think you also need to listen to your intuition. But it's really important to know what age gap you are used to and you are more in tune with. You know what I mean? So that really helps. That's another tip. And with that, like I said, the communication aspect, you really need to know, like, okay, so something happens, for example, and it truly bothers you. You know, sometimes you can be like thinking too much, like, maybe I shouldn't bring this up because maybe it is inappropriate, or maybe not inappropriate. I mean, I'm sure it won't be like inappropriate, but like more, maybe it's not the right time. I think time and place obviously matters when it comes to communicating needs and wants, desires, and X, Y, and Z, or ETs. Yeah, I really think that this is really an important topic, because you're going to live with these people for so long, you know. So yeah, if you want to know more about these things, please let me know in the comments. I think this is a very good topic to speak about, you know what I mean, because I think people don't go really in the depths of being an OP. And I think that, yeah, I can really be a help. I can really help you, because I've experienced this journey. I'm here 8 months this far in, but I have so much to share about this. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, like this video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and welcome. I'll see you in my next video for my next yap session.